It's us again. Welcome back to Cigar Time. And we're still friendly.
Yeah.
And we have a new face on the
Ever
panel.
so friendly.
Yeah.
Not new. I mean, you've been in other shows, but new for today. And we welcome back Rami from General Cigar, the Executive Regional Sales Manager for General Cigar. And we know people in high places.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We know important people. I just
Absolutely.
want you to know we're hobnobbing with the swells.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
And today, another iconic brand. Just like last week, we brought you the Excalibur 1. This week, we're bringing you the Punch Rothschild. Probably
Same
the
size,
second
right?
best-selling cigar.
Absolutely.
Is this the same size cigar as the other one? As last week's?
Slightly
yes,
shorter.
Slightly shorter, yeah.
This is for a quicker smoke.
What was this, 4 1/4? 4 1/2?
4.5. 4.5 by 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's as they used to call it, the classic Rothschild size.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like the 5 by 50 would be a Robusto.
6 by 50 is
the,
a Toro.
The sizes are blurred today. We
Yes.
can talk about that later.
Absolutely.
But as we light up,
Although their Punch and Hoyo, their Churchills are basically Coronas.
yeah.
Yes.
They're small, very
Yes.
small.
Yes.
I always like that silence while we light up.
It's been years since I've had this cigar.
Me too.
It's a different blend now because of the wrapper change, the ring
package
change.
change.
So it must be a new blend.
No.
Yeah.
absolutely
That it's not.
It's a good dog walking cigar.
Yeah, you know, it's
Half hour,
you're
45
right.
minutes.
This is like a good, I guess when we were talking last week, you know, that was kind of like a sit down or a golf cigar. This is a
Right.
good, like, if you're moving around doing stuff, you know,
Right.
it's a good cigar because it's you know, packs a lot of punch.
Yeah.
No pun
No
intended.
pun intended.
No pun
Yeah, I knew
intended.
that was coming.
But yeah, it's a good short smoke. And again, you know, one thing about this and the Excalibur we were talking about last week is what I love about these cigars is the construction. You know what I mean? The construction and the flavor is always consistent.
Yeah.
So
That's the one thing about your cigars. All the lines are consistent.
yeah,
And
yeah,
as we've talked about ad infinitum, you know, consistency is so difficult in our business. You know, not everybody gets it.
yeah.
A lot
yeah.
of companies do, and you know, the vertically integrated companies have a leg up, obviously, because they have really total control from seed to your retail or
shelf.
store shelves. Yeah.
Does General keep a vault of like the original Punch Rothschild so they can go back as a
Yeah, they have-
reference point?
They have a good. Well, they have a. I think I believe it's like a 5-year supply of everything on backup. Roughly 5-year supply.
Of,
Really?
the cigar, of
Yeah,
cigars or
of the blend,
tobacco?
you know, of the tobacco, the blend.
What I
Yeah.
meant is, do they have like any of the original cigars? So they, I always wondered how they going to keep it consistent without
Well,
referencing
absolutely.
the original.
I think you're right. They do keep kind of cigar as reference, and that's what keeps the consistency.
Right.
You know, and that and
But
then
at some
also.
point, it's going to change.
Yeah,
The
I was
older
gonna say-
it gets,
Well, the thing is I'm
This
sure
line is
changes.
25, 30 years old. So if you had original
know-
cigars from 25 or 30 years
Yeah,
ago,
it's not
it
gonna
wouldn't
taste
be
the
the
same.
same.
I think it does. I think everything changes over time,
Yeah.
but overall, the overall flavor kind of stays the same. But there's going to be little nuances, like you said, because it's impossible to keep it 100%. You know.
I think the difference between this country
Mm-hmm.
and a country like England, for instance, you know, back when I was a kid, lay down service was offered by lots of, you know, top line tobacconists, and that's almost unheard of anymore in this country. It still exists in England, but in this country, you know, it's grab and smoke.
You don't have the room.
Yeah, basically, even though we still have some of the vintage cigars we bought
Sure.
from your company last year,
Sure.
which were mostly Hoyos, and you just oftentimes don't get the chance to really lay the cigar down, let it melt, let it age, let it kind of just simmer. And sometimes cigars, especially I find darker cigars, you know, age even better.
Yeah, they smooth out.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
And it's a shame because, you know, not everybody can afford to just buy boxes and boxes, put them away in a
just let 'em
cabinet
sit, yeah.
and store them for 5 years or 10 years. But it's really a shame because, again, when I was a kid, well, not all, but the bigger tobacconists offered that type of service.
Sure.
You would buy the box, and it would be your box inside their aging room or whatever, and you could come back occasionally, grab a few, or just let them just sit there for years.
Sure.
And it just doesn't exist anymore. That's the nature of the business as we know it today.
Sure. Well, the good thing is there's no shortage of Punch Rothschilds.
No.
They are, they're.
But I remember when there was.
Yes. Yes.
In the 90s, I remember during the boom, you couldn't, these are made in the Bilzon factory in Honduras, and you just couldn't get, I mean, this stuff was impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, that was then, this is now. Times have changed, and it's actually, in my humble opinion, for what little it's worth, this is a good time to be a smoker.
Absolutely.
Because competition has forced cigar makers to make a really, really good product.
Absolutely.
The competition has definitely kept everybody honest, I think.
Kept
And,
them on
it
their
kind
toes.
of it pushes everybody to make a better product, a more consistent product, and kind of everyone's trying to outdo each other. So if you're a smoker right now, I think it's a really great time to be
Great
a
time.
cigar smoker.
Great
you know,
time. Because if you think about it, everybody talks about price, and those of you, again, who watch the show over the years know that I factor price in to the, score, the total score. And I think price is important, although there are some, or at least one on the panel that may disagree with me. But he's a newbie. So, we don't hold his age against him.
Yeah, Rob.
I wasn't going to mention names.
Everybody agrees with me. That's all right.
Oh, I doubt that seriously.
Everybody that matters.
See?
You say nobody that matters?
Everybody that matters.
I'm not.
Agrees with him? I don't
I'm not trying to grease anybody, but I'm with Art. You know what I mean? I think.
That's because he's the one who places the orders. Of
No,
course
no,
he
no,
does.
listen.
No, I think more importantly, he's the guy that signs the check.
Yeah. Well, you know what? And all kidding aside, I think price is important. If you can make a great cigar at a good price, I think it makes it all the
I
more better.
agree.
I don't
Sure,
think
but
it's the
not-
be
It
all
has
end all.
nothing to do with a rating.
But not
Yeah.
rating the cigar.
No, not rating. But it's not the
So
be
now
all.
he agrees with
Be
me.
careful.
Now he agrees with me.
Now I'm playing politician.
Look
but-
at Cigar
but,
Aficionado. Cigar
As I
Aficionado
have
does not take it
said,
in.
as I have said in previous shows, price matters, but I don't put price as a heavy weight on the rating.
You do say
Yes, you do.
did. Yes, you did say that.
You always say
Okay,
You
well,
always say that.
I just want to make sure that it's not 90% of the rating.
But look at Cigar Aficionado. They taste everything blind. They don't even know what they're tasting, and they have no idea what the price is. And
Well, that's what we should do. We should taste these blind.
that's
We
the
should
way
have
That's
a
the
blind
blind-
standard for rating.
That's the way it should be.
Marianne, you've been in the business 7 or 8 years, right?
yes.
And you ran a very big shop in New Jersey.
Yes,
I
I
know
did.
that. Probably one of the biggest shops, if not the biggest shop in New Jersey. What have, in your time in the industry, what have you noticed that's changed and over the time you've been in the industry? I know I'm putting you on the spot a bit.
Just
and
a
I'm sorry
little.
to do that.
One thing that I noticed is that there's a lot more boutique companies coming out of the woodwork. That's for sure. I'd say over the last 10 years, there have been a couple big names, and now they've actually grown quite large, and you wouldn't even consider them boutique anymore.
Exactly.
So that I have noticed.
Like Ashton's a boutique cigar. Ashton is. They're not vertically integrated.
Doesn't make it boutique.
They
No.
Well,
technically
most
are.
boutiques are not vertically integrated.
Right. Well, they're technically a boutique cigar. They're a third party.
But I can
They
think of
don't make
cigars that are
anything.
boutique that are vertically integrated. I'm not going to name
Not
them
many.
now because
Not many. But there are. I mean,
Ashton's
Ashton
not
is.
boutique.
It is a boutique cigar.
You would be one of a 100,000 that would say that.
So you're saying the people that matter wouldn't agree with him?
Yes.
I don't know. What's the blend on this cigar?
So this is a Maduro wrapper, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder, and Nicaraguan, Honduran, Dominican filler. So a very classic, kind of old school blend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old school cigar, and again, what I love about this cigar is it's a great short smoke. The construction, which is a very key thing for me when I'm smoking, the construction on the cigar, reliable. The whole 50 count box is going to be same construction, same consistent flavor, and just smokes really well, draws well. It's and the flavors are good. I think it's a nice medium bodied cigar.
It is.
And again, balance. The flavors are nice and balanced. No one thing outdoes the other. So
No.
that's my
when
opinion.
you say construction, there's a lot of factors in that. But to me, all that matters, as long as there's a good draw, if it doesn't burn evenly or it burns, as long as
See,
it
but
tastes
the
good.
thing is like construction, I guess for me is not only it burns well, but it draws well. It doesn't get all like mushy and funny and all that kind of thing, all those kind of things, which happens. That happens. Happens to the best of us.
It's a
Yeah.
handmade
It's
product.
a handmade
Yeah.
product. I just want to state one thing: the measurement of a short smoke. One man's 30-minute cigar could be another man or woman's 45-minute cigar.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because it depends, if you're a power hitter, as
Sure.
it's commonly referred to.
Yeah, you give this cigar to the Slayer, and you're talking 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He gave it to Paul, it'd be about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But the average, I would say, is 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Marianne, were you done talking about what's new?
Yeah, we rudely interrupted you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Just put me back on
Marianne.
the spot a second time. That's the biggest thing that I've noticed. I've also seen a trend of people starting to look for more expensive cigars.
Really?
Yes.
You're welcome to come in.
Yeah.
Your hands in front of your face.
Ah, sorry. I've seen people starting to look more for Padrones and Davidoffs and things like that. At least when I was at the other shop, they are looking for boutiques here. I have to put that in because we don't have a whole lot in the Horsham store.
Oh, thanks.
But
We'll have a lot of them in Colmar. though.
Yes, we do.
and I always tell them to
Okay.
go to Colmar. I do. I'm
Well,
good
we're
like
putting
that.
more and more into Horsham as well.
We're getting there.
Is that it?
That's it for now.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
You want to give your first impression, rather?
Yeah, before I'm
You
done.
want my opinion, you want my impression.
Impression, right.
I think cigar's a little bit spicier than the one we had last week.
Sure.
I get a very similar sweetness from it.
Sure.
Well, they're using the same wrapper, right?
Uh,
Is it a
No,
broad?
yeah.
What kind of wrapper is this?
this is a Maduro wrapper,
Connecticut broadleaf.
Connecticut.
But
Same
I-
wrapper
Yep.
as last
Yep.
week.
but I didn't smoke her.
You didn't smoke the. You
Yeah.
didn't smoke the Maduro.
So now your point is moot.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done
I
already.
think it was just warming up.
You get anything from it? I'm getting an earthy taste again. That
Earthy. I'm getting
yeah.
earthy and sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
And there was
Yeah.
a little bit of citrusy on the wrapper that
Yeah.
normally I'm not a big fan of, but this time I really liked it.
Yeah.
It had this. I don't know what it was. It was.
This thing's a little more rich, even in the Maduro. It's a little more rich than what we smoked last week. And I think also it's probably because of the shorter size, the smaller size. It's kind of more compact.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
getting So
I
you're getting a
think
bit of the
Yeah.
yeah,
I also think it's a fuller body than last week.
for sure, for sure.
Fuller,
Even-
but
Sure.
not
That's
full.
what they
No,
call it.
no, it's not full.
That's
but
what they
it's
call
fuller
punch.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also has the same blend of tobacco, same countries
Yes.
of tobacco.
Yes.
But this one's fuller body,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yeah. I agree.
But it's still medium.
Oh.
We
I
should
agree.
also point out
It's
though.
still a medium-bodied cigar.
We should point out that even though the blend is very similar, I mean, only the binder, I guess, was different than the
Right.
than the broadleaf Connecticut. But
right.
just because it has Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan, there could be
Different tastes.
200. Based
Yeah.
on
Oh, yeah.
how long it's been aged,
Right.
fermented, the priming, the area of the country. I mean, you could have two cigars that have the
Same-
same blend on
Yeah.
paper, but
Taste different.
completely
Yeah.
different
Right.
cigars.
That's
sure.
what this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marianne?
Sure.
For me, this cigar is definitely medium-bodied. I'm completely tasting the Honduran in this, which always comes across as a cedar note to me. A little on the harsh side, just that's what Honduran does to me. Except for the Rare Corojo, which is a great cigar. You should totally try that one.
Which is
Um,
not rare.
It would not be my everyday go-to cigar, but it is a formidable smoke.
They said this is the first time you've had this?
It is. It is. And I'll try it again because I always have to try things a couple times.
Yeah.
And you should too.
You should.
Well, I'm getting the sweet note. I'm not getting the harsh note. I've smoked these obviously before. It's a good short smoke, and we're going to be running fantastic deals in the month of June on boxes of 50 in either the Maduro or the double Maduro, or often called Oscuro, and really bring down the price to beyond. I mean, to begin with, how much are these generally retail?
About $6.
Wow.
Wow, I remember when they were $2.95.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
19 years ago.
That was back when before the horse and buggy business.
Yeah.
but we're going to be selling them for a greatly reduced price in the boxes of 50. It's an iconic brand, just like last week we did the Excalibur 1. I get the sweet notes out of this.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I get the
The
earthiness.
sweetness
It
really.
just tastes like a cigar. I mean,
Absolutely.
like
If
a real
you
cigar.
if you retrohale this, you'll definitely. I got that cedar or not cedar, citrusy
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
I like
through
that.
the retrohale.
I
You
like
get the
that.
orange peel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Orange
like
peel
that.
flavor.
I like
actually
that.
like
I like. I don't always like it, but in this, for whatever reason here, I like it.
Yeah.
It's not as tangy. It's maybe it's because
Right.
it's a combination of that
But-
tanginess and the sweetness.
But I think again, I keep using this word balance. All what we're smoking today, there's a good balance of flavor. Not one thing is overwhelming the other. So you're getting you're getting a lot of notes out of it. So it's kind of pretty decent in the complexity department. Like I would say, I don't know if everybody agrees. I mean, feel free to
I'm just getting
disagree.
a
But
creamy taste from it.
yeah,
The more I smoke it.
we talked last week about some of the repackaging, and this is an example of
Yes.
the new packaging, and
certainly.
I think it helps.
Yeah.
I mean, for one thing, if you have everybody's taking the new one, if you've got the two different cigar rings in the box, the old one's just going to sit there.
Sure,
Yeah.
But-
sure.
The blend hasn't changed just
It's,
because the cigar ring has.
New packaging, same great taste. So
Yeah.
it's I personally like the new packaging. Again, it kind of slightly more modern, but still traditional.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't get ridiculous with
No,
it and say,
not at all.
make it like all
Neon.
one color, or like something
No.
ridiculous with a logo this big on it.
Yeah.
So the logos are still bold, the colors are bold, and it's a bold cigar. So it kind of you
That's why
have
they
to.
call it punch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I like that
Absolutely.
it's in a wheel of 50.
Yeah, it's a Cuban
I think that's
wheel.
classic.
yeah,
I think that's very
classic.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
And if you, I smelled it. Like if you turn it up and
Oh,
smell the
it's
foot.
beautiful.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's
Nothing
beautiful
better than
smell.
that.
I always get like a cherry smell.
Yeah.
Like a real sweet cherry.
Sort
Has
of,
a nice
yeah.
sweet note.
Like it's cedar,
Yeah.
cedar cherry
But
type of thing.
I
Yeah,
think
from the cherry
I think
cedar
with
tree.
this, I think again having this classic cigar, it's kind of I would kind of challenge everybody to give this a try, give it another whirl if you haven't smoked it in a while. It's a good cigar to revisit.
Prices. I mean, even the full retail
Yeah.
price is swell. It's
The
great
I think
price.
the price is right. The flavors
Absolutely.
seem to be agreeable with everybody. Even a
Yeah.
mild smoker, a full-bodied smoker could smoke this and certainly enjoy it and put it in a rotation. I think that's a fair.
Yeah. Now, am I correct in assuming? I know years ago you had factories in places like Jamaica,
Sure.
Canary Islands.
Sure.
Are the factories now just in Santiago and in Honduras?
Yeah, and Nicaragua, small one in Nicaragua.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a relatively new one, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
But Honduras and Dominican are kind of the main, the two main.
What's coming out of your Nicaragua factory?
CAOs. Yeah, CAOs.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
CAOs.
Oh, did you buy the old CAO factory?
Yes,
Oh,
that
okay.
kind of came with the deal. So that's where
That
you know,
makes
that,
sense.
yeah, that's where
Yeah.
that's where that came from. And
That's been
and
about 10 years already.
yeah,
hasn't it?
yeah, it has been. It has
What are they
been.
making in Honduras? So then the Punch and the Hoya.
Yeah, the punch and the Hoyo are made in the same factory
Okay.
in Honduras. Yeah.
Everything else is in Santiago.
Yeah, everything else
Dominican
Santiago
Republic.
and then CAO out of Nicaragua,
pretty big
with
factory,
some
yeah.
exceptions, you
Yeah.
know, from cigar to cigar. So, but overall, that's kind of
Gloria's
how
made in
it's.
Santiago?
They're made in
Yeah.
Santiago. Yes.
They make any in Miami anymore?
No,
Or they,
no.
I didn't think they did, but
No.
That's that old La Gloria in Miami.
Yeah.
Everybody swore it was a different cigar.
people swore up and down. People
Yeah,
buy
same cigar.
What's what people are saying about this now with the Champion?
Yeah.
Because the Champion in the packs, they're saying is
Yeah.
completely different than the Champion in the regular boxes.
Yeah, and I think everybody at this table knows that a lot of like cigar smoking is psychological. It's
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah.
If you see a package, you could have the same cigar. You
Yeah.
take the label off and switch it. People get a totally different.
Yeah, of course.
You
That
know.
is so true.
So,
You mean like Hoyo and Punch?
yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, we won't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
there.
Wah, 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 wah. No,
He had to get that.
yeah. It's all right. It's
I was
all
going
right.
to bring it up last week, but
I can take a hit. It's good. But yeah. So anyway, it's a lot of it's psychological. You guys would all agree.
Yeah.
And guys and girls would all agree that it's so with the cigar you smoke, it's the company, the time, the place, the situation that can make the cigar all that much more better. You know
oh,
what I mean?
absolutely.
More
So,
better, yeah.
More
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Mo better.
Yeah.
I think what people lose sight of, because sometimes especially with new generations of smokers, especially the boutique seekers, they kind of overlook some of the original
I agree.
brands,
That is
the
true.
original blend, and what they miss out on. Like this cigar is, again, even at the full retail, is $6.
Yeah.
Which is below today's sweet
Oh,
spot.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's below it, and they lose. I think they kind of don't give it a shot
Yeah.
when there's a lot of other cigars out there in Rothschild or Robusto side which aren't half as good as this cigar, selling for $8, $9, and $10.
Well, I think that's with the older or like our iconic classic brands. That's kind of a challenge, is people tend to overlook it. Oh, I never, I smoked a Punch 10 years ago. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's my grandfather's.
Yeah. But again, I challenge everybody to kind of give this cigar a try. It really is a good smoke.
It is.
I can't ever say that it'll be your favorite smoke. You know, that's up to the individual person.
But it
But I
fits
would-
into their smoking
Yeah,
program.
absolutely. But if you want a nice quick smoke, enjoyable, again, good construction, good draw, and reliable every time you smoke it, I think it's a pretty fair.
We still sell the elites, a lot of elites.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And that's under $4, isn't
Yeah.
it still? Or right
Yeah,
around
absolutely,
$4?
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
It is. I know, it's crazy.
And that's
And
why I
same
think
blend.
people,
Yeah.
people, especially the newer smokers, they equate quality and price.
Yeah.
And this for $6 versus somebody else the same size and everything else for $8 or $9. I mean, it's just this is a better cigar. And
Yeah.
in my opinion, oftentimes.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
not taking away anything from other manufacturers. Of course, we deal with all.
No,
of them.
everybody's making great stuff. That's the thing.
This is- as I
That's
said,
no question.
They
It's
are.
a good time to be a
Absolutely.
smoker.
That's no question about it. It's just
You guys have done a really good job of like line extensions, like with the
Yeah.
Punch, the new Diablo. I mean, that's been extremely popular.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
popular.
The Inspirado
new-
Macanudo.
yeah.
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 Actually, the
The
Inspirado
Inspirados,
and
yeah.
the Partagas Legacy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's all. I mean, exactly what you're saying, Scott. The foundation of all that stuff, or the foundation is this Punch, for the line extensions, So where do you go after this, So I think, I have to say we've done a decent job of, kind of with the line extensions
Absolutely.
of keeping everything in line and not wandering too far off the reservation for the particular brand. So yeah, I think it's pretty. I think we've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, you don't sit on your laurels.
No,
that's for sure.
no. We're well. The thing is what we were saying earlier is, it's a good time to be a cigar smoker because
Yeah.
everybody's pushing everybody to do one better, and if we, by doing that, it's going to push us to, have better line extensions and offer more to the consumer, and that's what it's
do you
all
get
about.
feedback from customers that they're always looking for something new or something different?
That's everybody. What's new is I
Yeah.
hear what's new. I barely hear it anymore because what's new is every time I walk in the door, what's new, and yeah, I mean that's what makes it fun. Honestly, is at times it's like, wow, how much new stuff can you come out with? But at the same time, people are always looking for the latest and the greatest.
But that, if that's what people are looking for.
And that keeps interest in in cigar smoking. So very few are so everybody here has been around long enough where there was at one time there was the Punch Rothschild smoker who came in and bought Punch Rothschilds, and an act of God couldn't change.
Yeah.
Right.
We have this, we have this, we have this,
Didn't
but
matter.
I don't care. What I mean? Oh my God, wait till you smoke this cigar, and it's the same. I don't care. I just want my Punch Rothschild
Right.
Yeah.
Maduro, and I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're giving me. This is what I
There's
smoke.
no brand
and I wanna
loyalty
change.
anymore.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely,
Not much,
absolutely.
Not much at all. No.
So with that, I would say that this is a good piece of the pie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I would challenge people to put this in your rotation. Whatever you grab one or two of,
Yeah.
make sure to grab a couple of these.
I think your Macanudo line extensions have been really popular.
Yeah,
with the,
absolutely.
The black and
Yeah.
the white and the orange.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Macanudos, all of them are really good.
Yeah, yeah.
And Scott, we're going to be running a whole bunch of good promotions during the month of June.
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Rami will be doing events in our various stores, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, sure.
And just watch your text messages from the loyalty program. Don't forget to make sure you're signed up for that, or your emails, which we send out blast every once in a while. And I guess time for our final review.
Really like this cigar. The really surprises me the sweetness. I don't remember it that much. Sweetness, earthy. I'll give this a 8.95. Just only because I like the Excalibur just a touch more.
Fair enough.
Oh, good. Rob?
What was that for?
I don't know. 895.
You know what? I have to give it the same rating, 8.95. I really like this, and I'm going to smoke this when I walk my dog.
You're certainly a rugged individual.
I started the 8.95 last
Yes,
week.
you did.
Look at the
I'll
tape.
take that.
Look at the
Great
tape.
line sync like me.
Thank you.
Mary.
They're trending now. I'm going to give this an 8.5 for me. I'm not a huge fan of Honduran tobacco, although I will say that the Tinderbox punches are fantastic because they've aged all that cedar note out of it. So for me, this is an 8.5 solid smoke. You definitely should try it. Can't
Absolutely.
go wrong.
For what you pay for a cigar anymore, it's an outstanding bargain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if you're price conscious, the elites are
Yeah.
unbelievable. Same
Yeah.
blend, same everything. It's more like a Corona size.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's right around $4.
The thing is with the Punch, the Classico, anything in the blue box, it's actually the cigars itself are the blend is really nice, and
Yeah.
it's an anybody's cigar. Like no one person could, like it might not be your favorite, but it could.
Right.
You would never say, oh my God, this is
It's definitely
unsmokable.
for the price.
Oh,
It's
no.
definitely
Yeah.
an everyday cigar.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely, and
Absolutely.
price that way too. You know,
Right.
to make
So
sure
it
that
is an
yeah,
everyday cigar.
Yeah.
and again, you get, price, consistency, great blend, solid cigar, good construction.
And great taste.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I.
What more can you want?
Well,
You know.
as for me,
I'm sorry, did I want to step on you?
no, not at all. No, feel free, tread on me. I love this cigar. I like most of your dark cigars.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I'm prejudiced. I do like them. I get the sweet note out of it. I'm not getting the harshness that sometimes can go along with Honduran tobacco. Although I think the way you guys do it down in Villazon is, takes that out of it a lot by aging it.
Great factory.
Yeah, just taking it out. I give it a solid 9, just to be contrary to these two.
I'm also starting to get a cedar taste
Yeah.
from it.
It's because I put that in your head.
Maybe. I don't know. And although I don't get the orange peel,
No
I do
currant.
get no current. I do get a citrusy through
Yeah.
retrohale.
Yeah.
So
I get both, and I actually like the cedar. I like the cedar flavor. It,
I love
you know,
cedar
yeah,
cigars.
So
yeah,
do I.
yeah. Not overwhelming cedar, just a
No, I
just
like
a hint.
overwhelming.
Yeah, just oh really?
Yeah, I'll just smoke the cedar splits.
Cedar
I'll just
split,
smoke
yeah,
that. Just
Just want to remind everybody, in all our stores, especially now with golf season upon us and the summer here, or slightly another week or so away, we've got tremendous pack values. All our stores have racks of packs. Racks of packs.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
we should
pretty
copyright
good.
that.
And there are tremendous savings, upwards of 45 to 70%. And you get a chance to sample different cigars you might not normally buy, but at tremendous bargain prices. So don't forget to stop by. And don't forget to watch our Saturday show at 8 o'clock.
it's on Saturdays.
On Saturday.
It is.
At 8 o'clock. So
Come on.
we'll see you next
Life's
week.
too
Ciao for
short
now,
to smoke
Thank you,
cheap
Rami.
cigars.